For those of you who do have someone special in your life and are looking for something easy and delicious to make for them this weekend, we have you covered. Joining us live is Dina Deleasa-Gonsar. You know her from the reality show Married to Jonas, and she's behind the cooking and lifestyle blog Dish It Girl. Welcome. Hi, Dina.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys this morning?
Good
morning.
Thank you. That kitchen is gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey,
so what are you making?
I'm not the biggest design person, but I tried.
Well, you succeeded.
Thank you. So I have something super simple. It's got your pops of red. It's got a little bit of your pasta if you want to do a Lady and Tramp kind of moment here. But again, super simple, fresh ingredients. So what I did here really quickly is I started with about, I would say, 1/4 cup of olive oil in my pan. Here, you can kind of see. And I have some cherry tomatoes to give you that pop of red. So we just add in our cherry tomatoes. These have been cooking for a couple of minutes because I'm trying to get them blistered, which means the outside skin is going to be a little bit crinkly. That's my super technical term here, crinkly.
I like it.
Right? So you're going to saute them until they get crinkly. And I'm just going to press down with the back of my wooden spoon. You got to have a wooden spoon if you're a Jersey Italian girl. Right, girls?
Of course.
I know you guys know. So You're going to press down with the back of your spoon, and it's going to release some of the juices. And once I do that, then I like to add my garlic, which I know could be a little unconventional because normally you would add the garlic first with your olive oil. But I found every time I made this recipe, the garlic would start to burn because I have it chopped up or minced up. So I started adding it after my tomatoes had bursted. That way they're not burning, the pieces of garlic. So I have my garlic. That. Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, oh man, so many people are going to get so mad about it. I'm like, but trust me, you still get the full garlic flavor without the burnt, which I kept doing over and over again.
And you know, It's so funny. I had worked with another chef who actually told that's how he makes his classic marinara sauce as well. He actually puts the garlic and the fresh herbs in at the end so that they have a light and fresh flavor versus a cooked in flavor. It's all a personal preference, I think.
Exactly. And I do too. I add the fresh herbs in at the end. If I'm using dried herbs, I'll use them earlier on, but I find fresh herbs better at the end. So you see, I just added a little bit of kosher salt, a little bit of black pepper. And then the next thing I'm going to do, this is another thing that's a little unconventional. It's not your traditional, I guess, as my mom would call it, all Yule. So I just add like a tiny teaspoon of honey. And it just gives this like undertone of sweetness that just kind of offsets the garlic and the tartness of the cherry tomatoes, kind of lends more sweetness to the cherry tomatoes. So it's just this little secret thing that I do. And then I know with Valentine's Day, we like to have either a little bit of steak or a little bit of seafood. So adding a little bit of crab meat to this just makes it a little bit extra.
Oh, I like that.
There. So a little bit of crab meat goes into this. You're going to saute that as well. And then if you like, a little bit of red pepper flakes. Again, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy. It's Valentine's Day. Why not? And as much as you like. I mean, I like things on the spicier side, so I might give it 2 hits. But, you know, if you want to be conservative, just one is fine. And then at the end, again, this is Valentine's Day, so we're going to be a little bit more on the decadent side. I'm going to add in a little bit of butter, just a tablespoon, just a pat. You don't realize that in restaurants, they're pretty much doing that to you anyway. It gives the sauce kind of like a luxurious finish. So again, Valentine's Day, I have a little bit of fun. And then of course, I saved some of my pasta water for you guys. That helps the sauce adhere to your pasta. So I have about 1/4 cup of it, and this pasta water is salted. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit in here, and we're just going to let that come to a simmer together, and everything's going to kind of soak into that crab meat, and you're going to get a thicker sauce as it sautés here. And then I have my finished pasta. I use like a fettuccine. I like to use something that's a little bit thicker. When you have like the pieces of tomato and the pieces of crab, I find it sits on top a lot nicer there. So we're going to pour that on top. You can even, if you want, you can toss the pasta right in the saute pan if you like. And then, of course, we're going to finish it with a little bit of fresh basil.
Love it.
How can you not? All right, and there you go. And maybe a little bit more kosher salt over the top, just for good luck there. And here you go. It's got some seafood. It's got the red. And again, you can have that lady and tramp moment if you'd like. So very simple. 15 minutes. You have more time to spend with the one you love. Super easy and simple.
I love it, Dina. And, so many people are going to be celebrating at home and cooking for themselves, maybe some for the first time this year, as we're all kind of finding the best way to make this work. Where can folks
100%.
find this recipe and others?
You can find this recipe at dishitgirl.com.
Dina, and what other kind of recipes do you have on your blog there?
So we have everything ranging from fun family meals to date night meals. You've got your standard chicken, and even if you want to go into some fancy salads, got a little bit of dessert coming your way. I mean, things that I like to serve with this for Valentine's Day would be maybe just some London broil and some crostini, so you have some surf and turf going there. If you have a little bit of a crowd for Valentine's Day, like maybe you're a family of 5, you want to do a baked penne vodka, that's up on the website too. Nothing says love like some creamy pasta, in my opinion.
Agreed. All right, Dina, thank you so much for joining us. You can learn about Dina and check out her recipes once again at dishitgirl.com. Dina, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for this delicious recipe. We will see you guys. We'll see you soon.